on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. The Colts are going to get him. There he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And here's Daniel Wheelan on now to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game, and he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Davidson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Davidson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. In motion right as a running back. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
To throw is Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. From the 46, here's a second down and 4. Here's Nix. Incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They plan on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders and rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
From the gun on third down, Mason. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here's second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing Nix. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now it's Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Nix to the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give it to Williams, running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Got his man. It's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he's caught Michael Pittman with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts add 6 to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Nix. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nix from the shotgun. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. And he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Working out of the gun is Nix. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake. Mason. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The Colts at 11-3 on the year. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Mason. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off the play fake. Mason. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Caught by Woods. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Back to throw. Mason looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an op. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Nix under pressure, and they get it to him again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, here's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. Mason. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 1. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got his man on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Nick's looking to throw again.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nick's.
And he'll just get rid of it. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
They'll get this one to Pittman.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Mason.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And his throw here is incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. To throw is Nix.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Nix.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The Broncos send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And quickly, they get to the line. Off the play fake. Mason. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Throwing Nix. Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1. On play action, here's Nix.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Now it's Nix.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Nix.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Nix to the air.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Off play action. Mason. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They'll keep it on the ground. Davidson, and he gets it down to the 32. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Davidson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. At the 11-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Davidson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Mason. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Mason. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Mason. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for a Colts.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Operating from the gun. Nix. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Working out of the gun is Nix. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the air with Nix. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now it's 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the lopsided